Welcome everyone into Meta Madness. My name is Bahamut. Thank you all for joining me here in the Losers Finals. Yes, these are the Losers Finals. Winner will go into the Grand Final matchup. That is a best of 5. But right now we're in these Losers Finals, and we are going to Haunted Mines for map number 1. Now in Meta Madness, we always go through our little spiel here at the start of a best of, so let's go ahead and start breaking it down. The heroes that are globally banned, meaning they cannot be picked, and they do not need to be banned in the ban phase just at the top of the screen, will be Anduin, Blaze, Brightwing, Diablo, Garrosh, Genji, Hanzo, Hogger, Joanna, Leoric, Li Ming, Lucio, Maiev, Medivh, Muradin, Rhaegar, Sergeant Hammer, Sylvanas, Tracer, Vala, Yrel, and Zeratul. Now, when a character is banned at the top of the screen during the ban phase, that does not add them to the list. What it does do is it just bans that character out of the map. So, for example, Kerrigan cannot be played in this map, but if she's not banned away in the second map in this best of 5, she can be picked. Now, when a hero is picked, that is when it adds to the list of bans, but it's only for the current best of that we're in. Meaning that if, we're gonna get 10 heroes in this game, obviously. That means those 10 heroes, plus the 22 I just mentioned, are not playable for this best of 5. But when we get to the grand finals, everything resets back to that original 22. So, Chromie, Kerrigan, banned away here on Haunted Mines, map number 1 in the Losers Final. So maybe next week? Okay. Well, how are the global bans determined? Did each team get to ban like 2 heroes? Honest to God, I think it was through the host stream or whatever. I don't know the intricacies of it. Sorry, I don't know. My answer is I honestly don't know. I think it's community voted. I'm not even 100% sure, but either way, Junkrat makes it through the ban phase, so he will be first picked over here on the right-hand side. God, it feels like every minute that passes, it's just getting worse and worse. And I'm like, oh no. All right. Oh God, I'm so hoarse as well. Lunara to be grabbed with what? Abolish Magic is going to be is going to be a very strong talent at level 13 for her. Decker Kane as well. All right. Audience voting. There you go. Oi, 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 oi. The biggest donators get to choose the heroes to ban. Alright, ETC and Malfurion. It's a really good synergy already. Really good synergy with the just the amount of lockdown, so we need to find some sort of bursty mage. Maybe we see a Kel'Thuzad. There's a possibility for Kel'Thuzad to come out, I think. Unless he gets banned away, but I think Kel'Thuzad is a really, really strong hero for a map like this for the one-shot ability. Because when you have so much CC setup, or even CC follow-up, like it's great together. So we'll see. We'll see if it gets banned away here. It's gonna be Cassia instead. Strong hero as well. Can solo clear camps, waves. Has great team fighting ability as well. What else will we ban away? Will we get rid of some of the tanks that are in this series? The tanks that are available here are Arthas, Cho, Mal'Ganis, Mei, Stitches, Tyrael. That is all the tanks that are available. So we could see a tank ban, try and get rid of something that they don't want to deal with the ETC, and it's going to be the Varian. He's obviously not in the tank list, but, you know, close enough. Second, well, I guess the latter half of the draft phase, we'll get a Sonya. Okay, Sonya, and what else? I like it, actually. I like the Tyrael. A lot of really good speed boosting in and out of fights. You also have the shielding for some extra sustainability. And we could see them go into, like, Ardent Defender at level 1. There's not a whole lot of rotations, but there are, like, camps constantly being grabbed. So maybe we could see Ardent Defender for the auto-attack build Tyrael. Last 2 picks on the right-hand side for the Circus Clowns. Okay. Artanis and Tychus. I actually really like the draft of the Circus Clowns. I think they've got a fantastic draft here. beautifully put together, and let's see, what are we gonna get here? Last pick over on the side of Washed Up. Hansen, ooh. Convection Kael'thas, I maybe think so. Okay, sorry, I had to blow my nose and, like, sneeze and jeez Louise. Alrighty, start prediction. Which team wins? Haunted. Okie dokie, there's your gamble. It has begun. You know the dealio, chat.
Hey, listen.
Prediction has begun. Let's go ahead and get into map number 1, Losers Finals. Losers Finals. Winner goes to the Grand Finals. Loser takes 3rd place in this tournament. So, with that established, that clear to all of you, let's go ahead and get into it. On the left-hand side, we have Washed Up. Bad Benny on the Tyrael. There's your level 1s as well. Hazuab's on the Lunara. Copen on the Sonya. Hans to play the Kael'thas. And Yasu to play this Deckard Cain. Mid, I saw the pings on the gate. On the right-hand side, we've got the Circus Clowns. We got Svampgrata on the Artanis. Skog to be playing the Junkrat. Lobber on the ETC. Gia on the Tychus. And Death Knight on the Malfurion. Alrighty, let's see what's going to happen here as we get on into it. This guy's just he's doing all the work, and the other one's just sitting there scratching his belly. Testidus, thank you for the 1,500 bits. I will resend your alert when we get out of game. Thank you very much for the generosity and the kind words. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that, bud. That's very generous of you. Gamba. Oh, that's it? That's all the gambles we get? Coward! Hazuab's getting chunked right there by Gia. Gonna get smacked by a grenade, picking up a potion as she hops her way into the fight, but I think that's gonna be the end of the engagement. Kael'thas, by the way, did go Felon Fusion at level 1. We could see the Pyroblast auto attack sort of synergy build. Nice power slide from the ETC, and that'll be Sonya going down over in the mid lane, or in the top lane. But as I said, like, you do have the Felon Fusion at level 1, so increase Kael'thas' spell power by 4%. Kael'thas heals for 98 health when activating Verdant Spears. There's some other Verdant Spear talents at 4 and 7, and then you can see the Pyroblast. So it's like, it's like something like you Gravity Lapse, you get 3 autos, then you Pyroblast, and you get some insane spell power or something like that on your Pyroblast. But we'll take a look at that a little bit later. This could just be a level 1 adaptation for Hans, just to be able to get some more, a little extra healing as well in these fights. I really appreciate you powering through this with a hoarse voice. God dang, horses taking my voice. No, I mean, it's as I said, between casting for 8 hours, casting/streaming for 8 hours, and then also hosting my family, and like my aunt likes to chat, so like I finish stream and then she wants to chat, which that's fine, but like, yeah, I've been talking for 12 hours straight every single, like, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and today I have been talking for 12 hours straight, roughly. So it's like, my body's like, please stop. Pyroblast into Malfurion is very fun. It is? Okay. I'll take your word for it. Alright, Bad Benny is going to be able to grab this camp. I didn't forget about the alert. I saw there was a lag, and then immediately Lobber was like, oh, we're ready, so. Did you eat a pony because you sound a little hoarse?
Smoke weed
oh,
every
shit.
day.
I talked for 4 hours straight yesterday. I know the feel. You're a champ. I am. Thank you. Thank you. Whoa! Fantastic swap from Svampgrata right there, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough to get a counter kill as Svampgrata does go down. Or not counter kill, but it's not enough to get a kill. Sorry. Just bleh. Looking at the wrong things. Actually, fighting the top lane will continue. I thought we were going to be breaking off from this. Hans taking a lot of damage. Gravity Lapse level 4 right there. Or Netherwind, sorry, not Gravity Lapse. Sorry, it's a talent. Regardless, Lunar clears out the bottom lane. We've got a Hearth out from Hans and Yasuo to get some mana for both of those. Okie dokie. Malfurion also Rejuvenation. We do have the Emerald Dreams at level 1. Protector of Ire for the Artanis, by the way, 37 stacks. Swap Grata. Maybe. Tychus with the bigger they are. He's gonna be having that what is it? It's like it's the increased value as long as they're above 30%, right? Yeah. Bonus damage 4%, and that while they're above 30, but then it drops down after 30 is dropped. God dang it. Is Kael'thas Hans Gruber? No, it's Patrick. Okay. Perfect. 36 to 36 in our Grave Golem Skulls, as Swamp Grotto is going to be chased over here in the bottom of our map. Swaps out onto Bad Benny. Death Knight over here to jump in and help out. Herodric Cube and a Scroll of Sealing, mostly to zone back the enemy, I do think. There was a Sapphire applied to that as well. You saw that little blue tinge on the Herodric Cube. ETC is going to be... He's going to be able to back away just fine. I thought there might have been some more pressure applied, but I can't remember the name of the talent, the name of the ability, the Concussion Mine. There we go. Concussion Mine is going to be able to zone people back, as we do have the camp. Stop spreading Living Bomb. There you go. I don't like, maybe they don't play against a lot of Kael'thas's, but I've been seeing so much Living Bomb being spread. So surprising to me. So surprising how much Living Bomb spread there's been. So this is I think this is exactly the talent I was talking about. Sunfire Enchantment. Activating Verdant Spears causes Kael'thas next 2 basic attacks to instead deal 151 spell damage. If both of these attacks hit an enemy hero, gain 15% spell power for 10 seconds. So it's like, I think the combo that a lot of people go with is like, you Gravity Lapse, activate, auto attack, you probably have a Living Bomb applied in somewhere, and then you go for the Pyroblast. And you can deal insane burst damage to people with that one. Gonna pull the Grave Golem down here over to the right-hand side, forcing Hazuabs to step up maybe. Yasuo on the bottom of our screen with Bad Benny and Hans as well. Lauber gets the vast majority of these. One skull will be stolen away. One or two skulls actually stolen away by Lauber, or by Hazuabs. As Lauber does go down, Decker Kane able to snipe the kill with some shapes. Swamp Grotto went to go get a regeneration globe and might be dead for it. Swamp Grotto got a regeneration globe and died. There was literally a regeneration globe that Swamp Grotto got right there, and the entire enemy team comes out of the mines and just wrecks him. Oh my god, absolutely wrecked, as Washed Up are going to be moving their way through the top lane right now. Actually, no, they're going to double back, excuse me. They need to clear out the very healthy Grave Golem that's going up against them from the side of the Circus Clowns. Speaking of the Circus Clowns in bottom lane, Sonya's going to be blasted away by the Concussion Mine, and this Grave Golem is going to get some value. How much? Well, you will find out later, because top lane is where the real action is going to be happening. Sapphire into Malfurion, but he's able to step away. ETC lands a good power slide onto Bad Benny, and Bad Benny's able to get the Eldruin's Might. To be honest, I thought Bad Benny went down, but apparently he Eldruin's Might up over there. Junkrat clears out the top lane, or the bottom lane. Grave Golem, it gets the fort front gate. Meanwhile, in top lane, it gets the fort front gate and about 25% or so off this fort. Actually, might be down to 50% just about.
Dust to dust, as they say.
That feeling when you think you have no honey for tea? Oh, I don't. I have none. I'm glad you do, though. Leave me alone, please, Copen. Give me 1 second. I need to throw out my tea bag, speaking of. I need to move the camera. Sorry. Sorry. Soiled it. Leap in from Sonya, leaping strikes from the Lunara, as well as the huge Lornado from Decker Kane comes out as well. Lobber trying to back away as Malfurion does have a Tranquility coming out as well. Commandeer Odin to be utilized by the Taika says yes, the Kael'thas does go into Pyroblast at level 10. The Sapper Camp was achieved to the side of Washed Up, and that will be in the top lane, but Commandeer Odin, Pyroblast, they want to try and take down Skog. Can you get into the mines to avoid that? Well, we'll never find out. Well, we won't find out right now, because that is a Pyroblast onto the Junkrat. He does go down. Want to point out Purifier Beam for the Artanis, no blinds from him with Suppression Pulse. Leave Brittany alone. Alrighty. You know what's really funny? How much damage is on Lornado? 31, okay. Lobber would have had to get hit a couple times. Lobber had a very low HP, and he was trying to run away from the Lornado, and I was like, ooh, if he gets bopped a couple times, he dies, but no death to Lornado. There's a leap in from the Sonya just off cooldown. Lornado out from Decker Kane to make sure that if anyone tries to back out of that leap setup, that they were going to be bopped back into the enemy team. ETC does go down, and Lobber got bullied. I think he could have avoided using the mines, but, yeah.
Do you hear that clattering?
You think it's still track, but a long distance? But he could hearth in the mines? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it would work out. I know for a long time you could hunt medevac into the mines from outside, but they patched it. Ah. Yeah, because the mines, by the way, are here. The mines are not actually on a level below in the map. It's quite literally just below the map. So, like, when I click down here, it's not like I'm clicking onto, like, a sub-level in the map. It's just quite literally down. So, in my theory, yeah, it would, like, if you entered the mines here, it would then track you all the way here. That's what I would assume, but I'm not, you know. Well, you know what, chat? Hopefully someone enters the mine when they get pyroblasted and we can find out. Sounds like we need to test this, yes. You just flew down across the map in the dead space. Okay, so there you go, start confirming it. Breaks too many things like that. You mean things are more fun in this game because of it. Big fight down here. Pyroblast from the Kael'thas. Lobber's gonna probably take this to the face and go down. Purifier Beam. The Spear of Vadun just blasting its way through the mine roof. Bad Benny able to back away. Did use the Sanctification. Lobber is the one to fall here. How many times have they got Lobber here? They've killed Lobber 3 times, okay. Chase into the top. No, actually, no. No, they're just going to focus on to the skulls here. And there's one more Risen Miner camp that they're going to go for. It looks like Tyrael will be the one to grab that. I think the best yeah, the little, this mine hole here. Yeah, that's really cool where you can see through and everything. No, sorry, Stark. I was agreeing that you confirmed how it used to work. So yeah, delays on stream are difficult. Also, talking is difficult for me too, and that is a leap in from Sonya. Power slide from the ETC onto Yasuo, who is going to be split and bullied a little bit here. Mosh pit from ETC dropped onto the Kael'thas, who is going to be no, he's not. He's got a potion of healing over the far side of the wall from Yasuo. Gravity lapse from the Kael'thas. Living bomb applied to Lobber as well. Sorry, just skimming talents. We actually have the it's back something. No, fission bomb. Somehow Kael'thas is still alive in all of this, and he will be able to take down the Tychus with that last little bit of damage over time. It's a 2 for 2. Sonya now respawning. Yeah, sorry, Stark. Yeah, I'm trying my hardest today. I'm messing up here and there. Swap onto Hazuabs, who gets a leaping strike back into position, and the Grave Golem in top lane with 64 skulls. How strong is this lad right here? He is 38,000 total HP and 633 damage. Fake damage plus fire. Fake damage. Okay. Fort and bottom lane will fall, I do believe, as well. Siege Giant's down there, and Hazuab's getting that. Lunara with some mana to be grabbed. I'm doing my best, sir. I don't know why. I want to watch Spaceballs again. I just watched Spaceballs like a month ago. Okie dokie. 16 to 15 just about in our levels. We have Scroll of Stone Curse. Scroll of Stone Curse, I got it right. Lots of damage from that one. Very, very good. Pairs well with the Sapphire at level 1. Do we have the cooldown? Cube Mastery. Yes, we do. We do have the cooldown on Scroll of Sealing. So I'm skimming talents here as well. The Kael'thas Twin Spheres. Verdant Spheres gains a second charge. Passive. Kael'thas benefits from all of his level 7 talents. I didn't know that, actually. I didn't know about Twin Spheres at level 16. I don't think I see anyone takes Twin Spheres. Bad Benny in the deep flank position sort of deal. You see him over here. Lobber actually will be the one to see it. We are all doing our butt. Yeah, I'll take that. Leap in from Sonya, but Lobber, I think, got cleansed away with the Malfurion. Lobber taking quite a bit of damage. Doesn't this spread the bomb radius? Yes, it does. Swap onto... Oh, what a wonderful leaping strike for Hazuab's right there to back away. Hans also able to back out of the Purifier Beam value. Yes, the Kael'thas level 16 talent, which is awful, but it gives you more talents from level 7, Stark. But it gives you more level 7s. I mean, I like Convection, so I mean, I got no room to talk about Kael'thas talents, to be honest. Pyroblast, nice slow onto Swamp Grotto. They are dead. It gives you both level 7s, both which rely on your opponents being bad and generally do nothing. Well, I mean, it's 12 to 4 in kills, so I mean... hold on one second. I'm really, really curious. Hold on, let's break the game while we're looking at some of these. Level 7, so burn flesh when flame strike damages 2 or more heroes. So yes, exactly what Stark is saying, because that means that players need to be standing within a circle on the ground. Sun King's Fury, Living Bomb that spreads to enemy heroes, deals 35% more damage. I mean, I guess like Sun King's Fury plus Vision Bomb, like that's a nice little synergy right there. I'm pretty sure everyone on the side of clowns could beat me hands over in Heroes of the Storm. I'm pretty sure they could all beat me. But I gotta be honest, like, and I'm not trying to be like, ooh-hoo, karma, bitch. Like, I'm not trying to do that, but like, it's gotta feel rough after like how the last game went in the previous series with clowns, where they were so dominant to this now. It's gotta be rough mentally. I gotta be honest. I do have to be like, maybe that's why they also did do all that. Maybe that's why they did go for 30-something kills on that last map. Maybe they were just like, hey, we're going up against Washed Up when we win this, and we are going to be getting our butts handed to us. Maybe. So there could be that. I don't know. Or they just could have been just putting on a show. I do want to point out, Artanis 108 stacks. That's a little rough for them right there. I can beat them in RE4. That's true. That's true. Bro, 1v1 me in Mercenaries. That is a Pyroblast onto the ETC. Gets a little bit of armor at the last moment. This Grave Golem in the bottom lane dealing significant damage. 802 per auto attack. We've got 55,000 HP on this boss, if you will. Decker Kane throwing out the... okay, Mosh Pit does not work out there too well. The core shielding is going to be scratched as the fight does continue down in this bottom lane. We will be seeing the swap from Artanis trying to make some big plays on the lower end of this engagement, but Swamp God is getting very low, does go down to the Sonya. Boss is taking down the shielding, or the core shielding is starting to fall. Riptire from the Junkrat. They need to go deal with this. It's also game 1. They might just be having a bad game. That's true. That's very true. That is you're making a good point. You're also having a bad butt. Well, that's bidets really help that out, to be honest. So the Grave Golem in the bottom lane will take down the core to about 20-something, but Bad Betty and friends, they should be able to end here. They should be able to end. They will be able to do so. GG, well played. Damn, less deaths than Copen. You're thinking about halfway there, Squidward on a chair? Absolutely. Good thing you have a bidet. Everyone should have a bidet. Bidet to you, bidet to me. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into Meta Madness. Thank you all for joining me today for these fantastically amazing matches, and we are here in the Losers Finals. Winner goes into the Grand Finals, as we do have the members of Washed Up in the lead here, as they did take the first map up against the Circus Clowns. Let's go ahead and see what's going to happen here for Tomb of the Spider Queen, map number 2. Any Chogallers? Any Chogallers? Any Asmodans? Any Asmodans? I'd love to see some Asmodan action. Right. Sorry, I'm just closing things on my phone that I don't need. Is my phone? What did you get? I got, I was very simple because, so we got there and it was 7:30. It was like 7:45 when we got there. And no, it was about 8 o'clock when we got there. We didn't sit down till about 9, and then I was just sitting there like just silent. And my uncle was just like, he's like, you stopped being funny a while ago, and I was like, yeah, I'm hungry, dude. And he's like, I get it. Because usually like I'm joking around and stuff with them, and just like there was a point when I just stopped talking, and he's like, you okay? And I'm like, I'm just so hungry, man. Like I was getting to the point where I was about to be like, can we just go get Taco Bell? Like I was literally about to be like, can we just dip out and get Taco Bell? I just got pork fried rice. I just wanted to keep it simple for my stomach. So pork fried rice with no oyster sauce, no fish sauce. Those oyster sauce and fish sauce are delicious in those things, but I usually get sick when I eat it. It's usually like my body just doesn't know what to do, and then I wake up in the middle of the night and I get very nauseous. So I got that, and then my uncle and my aunt and their kids got like a bunch of different like drunken noodles and stuff like that. So It was rough. It was rough. Keep in mind, yesterday I ate breakfast at 7 a.m. and then I casted from 8 a.m. till about, 3 or 4 o'clock, and then I didn't eat dinner until 9. I had a piece of toast with peanut butter on it because I was like, I need something in my body. But yeah, yesterday was rough, and I don't know if I'm getting sick or if it's just the lack of sleep or just talking so much. I'm feeling. Today's a rough day for me, so I do apologize on my lethargy. I'm doing my best, sirs. I'm doing my best, chat. But anyways, moving on. I do apologize. I keep mentioning it, but it's just I'm tired. Kerrigan, Anna on the left-hand side, Nazebo, and Vut will be for the members of the Circus Clowns. Oyster sauce is so good. It is. It really is. Oyster sauce is the one that I will try here and there, but the fish sauce is, I always ask for no fish sauce. The reason I didn't do oyster sauce is because I hadn't eaten all day, so I was like, I don't want to put, like, more things for my body to struggle with, so. Usually I'm okay with oyster sauce on my stuff. It's just the fish sauce is just, I can't do it. Alright, Nazebo, Gazlo, Varian for the side of the Circus Clowns. Kerrigan, Anna, this could be Cho'Gall, but I don't know if it's going to make it through this. Excuse me, I don't know if it's going to make it through this ban phase. Good morning, Nancy. How you doing today, bud? How are you and the puppies? How's the farm? I hope you're nice and cozy. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you are not absolutely burnt out. Stukov ban. Don't ban Cho'Gall. Don't ban Cho'Gall, because it actually could be picked here. Uther also could be the play. They could go like Kerrigan, Ana, Uther. That is a direction we used to see all the time. Ana, Uther, Kerrigan is a really good synergy because of just the lockdown between Ana with Sleep Dart, stun from Uther, Kerrigan combos. Gul'dan will be banned away. Okay, Cho'Gall it. Cho'Gall it right here. Come on, Cho'Gall it. Snap it. Cho'Gall it. Do 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 it. Hazuabs, I'm talking to you. Hazuabs, come on. I don't think they'll put Hazuabs on Gall, but come on, Hazuabs. Call for it. Call for it, Hazuabs. Call for it. No, I can't yell today, sorry.
It is time.
Alright, this is still a fantastic composition. This is still a fantastic composition, though. Nano boosted Jaina. Zool is really strong as well. Ooh, maybe even... Could Nano boosted Zool? Wait, Nano boosted Zool with like the Cursed Strike build would be wild, but I think it's probably going to be like the Jailer build or something like that. That's what I've been seeing a lot of the Zools go into. Very, very popular. I'm a little... Start of a 2-week vacation Roblox with Lily. 2 weeks of vacation so you have 2 weeks of Roblox. I am very, very sorry. Wait, do you have 2 weeks of Roblox, or you have 2 weeks of no Roblox? Sorry, I'm struggling to understand and comprehend today. It's my apologies. Start prediction. Which team wins Tomb of the Spider Queen? Alrighty, chat. Your gamble has begun. You know the dealio.
Hey, listen.
Will the members of the Circus Clowns be able to reel things back in on map number 2 with their Varian? I'm assuming it's going to be Colossal Smash again. Or will this be a dominant play from Washed Up with a 2-0 lead after Tomb? Let's find out. Go ahead and get your gambles in. I apologize once again. Sorry, I keep apologizing. Sorry that I'm sorry that I'm sorry. Can you tell I'm from the Midwest and I have all that? I went to Catholic school. I'm apologizing for things that I don't need to. I have 2 weeks of Roblox. Lily's on spring break. Okay. Thank you, Nancy. Sorry. I didn't understand it at first. But either way, hello, Lily. I hope you two are having some fun with their Roblox. Did Lily gamble? Which team does Lily think is gonna win? Washed Up on the left-hand side, we'll be having the members of, on the left-hand side, we have the members of Washed Up, Copen on the Zool, Bad Benny on the Imperious, Hazuabs playing the Jaina, Hans on the Kerrigan, and we've got, Yasu, sorry, on the Ana. To the right-hand side of our map, we are looking at a circus of clowns. We've got Gia on the Zagara, Death Knight on the Ariel, Gazlo doing a little weird dance right there, Swamp Grata playing the Gazlo, Skog on the Nazebo, and Lauber to play the Varian. Varian, what are you taking at level 1? He is going to be going into the Lion's Maw, so probably a taunt build Varian. Ana going to be going into the Sleep Dart. We've got the Fury of the Swarm for the Kerrigan, Backlash on that Zool. Your predictions are still open. Who do you think is going to be able to win this game? Go ahead and get him in. Ariel with increasing clarity at level 1. Okay, Sleep Dart will connect onto 2. Kerrigan goes in for the combo. That's going to be a lot of damage from Jaina being dropped down on the ground, and that'll be Nazebo and Zagara going down first. Swamp Grata's body blocked here. Tries to get a laser for some healing. It ain't enough, and Kerrigan... Actually, it's the Ana finds the last auto attack. You are kidding me.
Kill.
Holy shit, that is terrifying. What's the damage like? God dang it.
Pentakill.
God dang, Washed Up. Lilia's team Washed Up. Oh, she chose right. Lily chose right. Lily, you chose correctly. Maybe we should watch Indiana Jones in Discord one month. That wouldn't be a bad movie. Not Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I like Raiders of the Lost Ark personally. I think that's one of my favorite Indiana Jones ones. I think it's also Sean Connery is in that and like steals the show in that one too. Anyways, my apologies. Gazlo does go down as we have more fighting around the bottom lane. This is going to be a zombie wall from Azebo, kind of body blocking Lobber into place, who charges onto the Ana, but then Ana says, hello, I have autos. Zul will find the kill, 7-0 and kills 2 minutes in. Excuse me, that sound clip is illegal? Huh? Does that mean I chose correctly for once too? Yes. You have chosen correctly. Alright, so we have the Frostbolt for the Jaina at level 4, 8 regeneration globe stacks for her, as Ariel tries to get a repeated defense stack from her level 4. Death Knight trying to get that Detainment Strike onto the Kerrigan, not able to connect it. Nazebo is big Voodoo at level 4, no Voodoo Ritual, I think it is. Increases health and mana bonuses from Voodoo Ritual by 100%. I forget the name of the red talent at level 4. It's just evading me right now, but Jesus Christ. Jeez Louise. That is a very, very good just start to this map. 9 kills, 3 minutes in. They're going to make it 10 kills. I need... Hold on one second. Hold on.
He's already dead.
That's how this game feels, honestly. Celestial Charge from Bad Benny will connect. Yasu does need to back away a little low on HP. Hey, Ana goes down. They find a kill. This is actually huge. Hans is very low, but no.
How quickly the tide turns.
What was looking like a promising moment with an Ana kill and some advancements from the side of the circus clowns. Yeah. Well, Web Weavers will descend 8 to 6 in levels. What's the experience difference right now? Oh my god, look at that. 5,280 experience from just heroic kills. Minion experience is actually down as well because all the kills are being had. They're missing minion soak as well in these lanes. God dang. These are some real good plays from the side of Washed Up. I've never seen a game this dominant in the start. Lobber checks the bush with a Lion's Fang, and then immediately Bad Benny's like, hello. Lobber taunted. That's going to be Kerrigan with a combo, and Lobber does go down. Web Weavers in top lane pushing on in. 15 to 1 in our kills, as this is a 10 to just about 8 game. We have Azul pushing up mid. Actually, Gia's going to be bone prisoned and go down. We've got the 10 talenties already on the left-hand side. Wrath of Bangiris, Nano Boost, Kerrigan with the Ultralisk. We've got the Jailers, or not the Jailers, excuse me, the Summon Skeletal Mages for the Zul, and then Ring of Frost for the Jaina. Sleep Dart onto... Is that Ring? Okay, I was wondering if Hazu was going to step forward for a Ring singular kill. Was Hazu going to put a Ring on it? Doesn't look like it. Want to focus on taking down the top lane fort. Hans in the bottom lane jumps and ravages their way onto Swamp Grotto, who's trying to wiggle their way around, making sure that there's no combo from Kerrigan. Back into the top lane, the fort does fall. Arya's got a full bar of healing as Lobber comes in with a huge taunt attempt. The Wrath of Bangiris from Bad Benny not connecting. The Ring of Frost allows the Ana to back away, but also Hazu up still chasing in. Death Knight going to show off their mastery and then die. I'm sorry, is there like an agreement between these teams or something like that? Like, hey, we'll take third place, but no, I don't think they would do that. I don't think they would do that, but it's just, I think it was one of those moments like Arya was like, I'm dead, I'm just gonna stand here. 19 to 1 in kills, not even 7 minutes in. Bad Benny shall fall here. I don't think he can get out of this alive, but will his gems be picked up? Ana can't do it. Hazuabs can't do it. All right, that's 18 gems dropped. Another kill, the second kill of the game over to the side of the Circus Clowns, and there are 3... Oh, if Bad Benny didn't die, they would have had enough for a turn in here. Unfortunate, but Lobber and crew are looking at boss right now. I don't think they saw the rotation into this. Let's see. Charge for the Varian, Crystal Aegis on the Ariel, Devouring Maw for the Zagara. They've got even talent tiers for about a half a level, and this boss will be achieved over to the side of the Circus Clowns. What can they do with this? What can they actually get? Zool is going to get the fort in mid lane. I think they know that the enemy's on boss, and Zool's like, cool, I'm just going to push up the wave and guarantee another fort for us. Jaina gets a camp in bottom lane, and I do believe Zool and Jaina have enough for the last little bit of the turn in between the two of them. 7 + 7 is not enough. They're going to be 1 shy. So it was, yeah. 7 + 7. That was my math really quickly. So you're saying there's a chance. Indeed, Tacitus, indeed. There's always a chance. Until there isn't. Jaina almost done with the level 1 as well. Zagara with some Banelings to be thrown out. Hazuabs, do you step up for the 1 globe? No, he's not going to. Webweaver in top lane will push back the boss. The Webweaver in mid is going to be the furthest one to... Actually, bottom lane is going to be descending fairly far down that lane, but this is the priority in mid to take down the fort. Ravage forward. That's going to be a nice taunt from Lawbur. Some Banelings coming in. Meanwhile, great Gravo Bomb on the left-hand side of our screen. Wrath of Angiris onto the Nazebo. Crystal Aegis buys a window. The Blizzard not getting as much value, but the Ring of Frost will be dropped, and that is going to be a Gazlo and Nazebo falling here. Kerrigan was ravaging. Oh, no, she got Detainment Strike. I was like, how did she get displaced like that? Top lane boss, by the way, is still working its way in. I thought they would have been, I thought it would have taken down the... Excuse me, top lane Webweaver's still working its way, and I thought it would have been taken down by the boss, or just, you know, the delayed time, because there is a... The Webweaver just naturally loses health over time. Mid lane keep goes down. They want the triple keep, though. They don't want to go core just yet, because, well, everyone respawned. It's 22-2 in kills. And top lane keep goes down. Bottom lane keep being cleared out. Kerrigan jumps onto the... Yeah, bye-bye. Onto the Zagara, showcasing who is the real queen of the swarm. A little bit of StarCraft lore for you there. This is an absolute just... They are just wrecking it right now on the side of Washed Up. Like, this is a dominant game number 2. They did not come to mess around. They came for a quick 3-0 in this losers final, and it's going to be right now. Wow, Wrath of Angiris into the Ring of Frost. What a nice alley-oop. That. You know what? If that's not on the Gilly Shark at Bingo Night cards, that should be. You could quite literally call it the alley-oop. They're not ending, because they have to get a solid team kill. Take down the keep in bottom lane. Nah, they're gonna go core, I do think. Jaina's, yeah, immediately. Hazuabs knows when he wants to end a game, and he's like, yep, this is it, we're done. Who needs gems when you keep unaliving the other team? It's a very good point. What is? I had an idea. I was thinking you could call it the alley-oop, because it's kind of like a basketball thing. Because so you have Wrath of Angiris from the Imperius into a Ring of Frost from Jaina. So as Wrath of Angiris lands on the ground, the Ring of Frost pops, because that happened right at the last second of that, map right there. So I thought, oh, that'd be kind of like a cool combo, and you can call it the alley-oop, because the Ring of Frost is kind of like a circle, like a basketball hoop. I guess you could make a more difficult version, and you could do it where at level 20, you have to hit the center point of the cold snap. That would actually be super challenging. Like, you could have easy mode and hard mode. And you could call the hard mode the alley-oop. Wait a minute, it's not an alley-oop. If it hits the ring, it means it's not the basket. I don't know, man. Look, I don't know sports. I'm just here to talk. Welcome back, Meta Madness. On the left, it's Washed Up. On the right, Circus Clowns. Enjoy the draft. I'll be right back. Ron Burgundy Ads Manager. Indeed. All right, need one of these. I don't think any of you want to see me do a COVID test. I don't think that's a thing that people want to watch in the middle of a draft. I'm gonna make that assumption for all of you. All right, where is the? I need the testing strip. Sorry, I have to do this. When else will I do it in the day? Also, the other thing too is I'm afraid that if I do have COVID, you know, I want to let my family know ahead of time. All right, there's that. I have all 3 things I need. All right. Welcome back. Thank you. Welcome everyone into the draft. I will continue to do, you know, commentary and such, but I'm just also gonna stick a giant swab down my nose. Where's my knife? I need a knife. Alrighty, let's see. Nubarak, Dahaka. Alrighty, map number 3 is gonna be Infernal Shrines. Will we see a Cho'Gall? Can I please get this out of the bag? There we go. Thank you. I don't know why everything's so difficult, but it is. We can celebrate with you when it's negative. Yeah, exactly. I hope it will be. Alright, there's this. Chromie and Mephisto to be banned away. Alright, what's our first pick? Stukov. I have not watched Anchorman in so long. Anchorman 2 was one of those movies that was just like, it was funny, but we really didn't need it. Alright, we get a Falstead and a Stitches. Will we see Alex Straza? Alex Straza on Infernal Shrines is absolutely fantastic of a hero. Stukov, Diva, Sorry, I'm trying to do too many things at once here. I do apologize, chat. Hassadar as well. Okay. So Stukov, Diva. Honest to God, either of these teams could show Cho'Gall. I feel like it's gonna get banned away here in a second. Testing is always good, bad thing. I don't have COVID, but I feel crappy. And oh yeah. I don't mind. Honestly, the the swab up the nose is not that bad, but yeah. I know it's uncomfortable. All right, 3 drops. Shift all this down to the bottom. Tyrande Mal'Ganis to be banned away, dude. I really want Circus Clowns to go Cho'Gall. I think if they do, they actually can reel it back in and take us into the next map.
You know this.
Ah, Jesus!
Because he paid me a freaking fortune, you moron.
You got paid?
Greetings from a natural-born lurker Bahamut Bahasing.
Rumpus, thank you for the tier 1 for 10 months. Alex Straza to Stitches. I like this combo. Alright, Cho'Gall it. Do it. What do you have to lose? A best of 5 and take 3rd place at Meta Madness? Yeah. That is exactly the case. That is absolutely the case. Alright, I need to wait 15 minutes. No! Boo! I mean, granted, they do a Falstead with, he can go auto attack and then just shred through Cho'Gall, to be honest, later on. Tychus is still up and available, but as we saw yesterday, Tychus is not just an easy 1-2 counter. Well, especially there was a Lili yesterday, too, which was a big counter to the Tychus. Alrighty. Not today. We'll be doing, something to do after the movie tomorrow. Ah, I got you. All right, Frostmourne Hungers. That is an Arthas. Sorry, my apologies this draft. I didn't do much coverage, but I do really like the draft of Washed Up. I think they've got an insanely strong draft. We could see Alex Straza go Globes at level 1 for Stitches, so we could see Hunger for More plus the Circle of Life, or we could just see the Buffett build for Alex Straza. Let's go ahead and swap into the casting screen. I am going to go ahead and start the prediction. Which team will win Infernal Shrines? Which team wins Infernal Shrines? Go ahead and get your predictions in, everybody. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for being here, and thanks for being amazing. Alrighty. Oh, sorry, I forgot the button.
Hey, listen.
There we go. Now you can gamble, everybody. Now you can get your predictions in. Alright, predictions are open. We are loaded on into the game. On the left-hand side, we are going to be seeing... I am totally not adding in a new sound clip to something at all. It's not me. Not me doing that whatsoever. On the left-hand side, the level 1s are showing as well. We've got Yasu on the Alexstrasza, Copen on this Arthas, Hazoabs to play the Falstad, Hans will be on the Orphea, and Bad Benny on the Stitches. That is the members of Washed Up with a 2-0 lead here on Infernal Shrines, looking for the 3-0 in this best of 5 in the losers bracket to move into the grand finals. But of course, on the right-hand side, the Circus Clowns trying to reel things back in on the right-hand side with a Swamp Grotto on Diva. Gia on the... nice block into the wave right there. Gia on the Illidan, Sko going to be played the Tassadar, Lauber on the Kira, and we've got Death Knight on the Stukov. Your predictions are open. They're ready to go. Be sure to get your gambles in, ladies and gentlemen, as to who will win this. Can we see a map number 4 in this series, or is it going to be a shutdown? Circle of Life for Alexstrasza. I'd really like Stitches to go into Hungry for more. Frostmourne scaling for Copen as well. We'll see the Eternal Hunger. No, Patchwork Creation. Dude, if you... I don't know, I feel like it's a missed opportunity. I mean, Patchwork Creation is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Gain 3 armor for every unit afflicted with Vile Gas, stacking up to 8 times, so 3 times 8. That's a number right there. While Shambling Horror is active, the amount of, whoa, apologies, sorry, we were talking about talents there, I was mostly, and that is a kill into Diva and the mech and the pilot with the help of Orphea. Nicely played. Illidan with the Unending Hatred, going to be picking up those stacks. That's an uncapped quest. Alright. Don't mind me, just showcasing camps and doing something on my stream deck really quickly. Don't mind that at all. Where are you? Music, sound bits. Oh god, where is it? Where is it? Sorry, my apologies. Let me focus in on the game here. Hazoabs will get dove on here. Illidan looking for some revenge from game number 1, but Gia might not find it, getting the jump to a minion as well. Level 4 here, first for the side of Washed Up, and Gia's going to be targeted, but isn't going to be taken down. Revolving sweep from the Kira, but no actual... Oh, wait, that's a great hook from Bad Benny. Can they slam jam, get a kill? Biotic armor from the Stukov. No, actually, no, that was not biotic armor from the Stukov. Kira did go into finishing. No, it's level 4 for her. So basic attacks against enemy heroes cause Kira to gain 10 armor for 3 seconds, stacks 3 times, so that's 30 armor. Stitches does go down 1 for 1 in kills as Hans backs away. Actually, going to go ahead and jump back in onto Gia for a little extra damage. First objective, Arcane, will be announced right now. What's up, Zach's Games? I don't know if I got your name right there, but if I didn't, that is now how you say your name. If you didn't know. Alright, this, go. There we go. Alright, sorry, I had to fix something in the background. It's all fixed. I got it going, and now we can continue into our first objective phase. This is going to be 6-6 in the levels. A lot closer of a game by comparison from Tomb of the Spider Queen there, but now we'll see if things start to drastically shift over to one side. 8 apiece. We have the Fallen Shamans in the top lane as well. This is going to be Gia jumping in the back line. Alexstrasza pops the Dragon Queen form as Arthas is going to get his Frozen Tempest value into some of these auto attackers. Lauber is going to get a hook onto Kira. Nice, or excuse me, Bad Benny gets a hook onto Lauber. There we go. Diva Mecha Explosion trying to zone back the enemy. Copen is able to back away. Diva Mecha Explosion steals away a few of those skeletal defenders as the 7 Talonteers are here. Hazoabs with the Boomerang for the armor reduction, as well the spell armor reduction. Gia getting chomped on by Hans as this Illidan's getting really low. Another fantastic hook from Bad Benny. Skog is going to fall even with the electric fence right next to them. Gia trying to back away. Is there another slam from Stitches? That is a friend or foe level 7 from Illidan, able to dive to the Stukov. Hazoabs in top lane split and doing Falstad things, pushing up the wave, trying to get some extra value with the Fallen Shaman. Swamp God are going to tank a little bit of damage on this mech and actually going to boost into Hazoabs. Hazoabs trying to get out of here and has to barrel roll away. Meanwhile, the Arcane Punisher in bottom is up and pushing in. Thanks for casting today, Baha. I hope you're feeling better soon. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. I think I honest to God, I just really need like a day off. I just need a day off just to chill. I just really need a day off where I can relax. Nice kill from Orphea onto the Illidan. Diva did lose her mech in the top lane. Chomp onto Death Knight. Is there enough? Howling Blast, a spray, and Death Knight's able to back away. Diva saves the top lane fort, sitting at about what? 70 or like 80% HP. Oh, people are talking about Dungeons & Dragons. I've heard really good things about it so far. I've heard some very good things about the Dungeons & Dragons movie. Yasu healing up here, getting the globe to some allies. Ooh, can you get away, Hazoabs? He doesn't have 10. He doesn't have... Well, he might have flight, but yeah... The hammering does have a baseline slow to it, but... Oh, Hazoabs does go down. Copen does rotate up into the top lane. Now, Copen into Gia, this is actually better. This is better for Copen because of that Frozen Tempest, the AoE around him. And actually, Icy Talons at level 4 gain 3% attack speed for 1.5 seconds every time a hero is damaged by Frozen Tempest, up to a maximum of 60%. That's actually kind of ridiculous. I don't think I see the Frozen Talons very often. But it does synergize, if I'm not mistaken, with Rune Tap. Yeah, every third basic auto attack. Oh, Howling Blast! Get those autos, Copen! Objective phase in the mid will be up and available fairly soon. I think like a minute and a half or so. Excuse me. Saw the D&D movie on Saturday night. Was really good. Nice. You're waiting for the Ultra HD Blu-ray. Are Blu-rays still the, Blu-rays are still, like, the main form of like, physical copies of movies, right? Like, we haven't transitioned into, like, something else new, right? It's still just mostly Blu-rays. I don't know, most of the stuff I watch is movies I already own, which are just DVDs. I do have a couple Blu-rays here and there, but it's usually just streaming service stuff. Falstad in bottom lane. Will he be forced to use Gust? Hazoab's trying to wiggle away. He gets the Gust onto 2, but he's still in a bit of a bad spot. Stunned out, tried to fly. Falstad will go down. Meanwhile, oh my god, they're spraying Hazoabs with his own Team Liquid. I love it. Eternal Feast from the Orpheus. Skog will go down. This is Gia trying to back away. Actually, he's just getting some autos with the Metamorphosis Illidan. It's a 1-for-2 trade favoring the side of Washed Up. Do we have a hook from Bad Benny? No level 13, so no extended range.
A shrine of others' power. You will take it for me.
Regular ass Blu-rays are the biggest, then DVD, then Ultra HD Blu-ray. Okay, interesting. As far as I know. Okay, thank you. I assume that's what you meant. I assume that you didn't mean a fail. Blu-rays are a failure. No, yeah, I picked it up. No worries. Blu-ray killed HD DVD. I'll never forget seeing ads on a regular DVD for, like, HD DVD, and I remember being like, wait, but how can they show that it's better if it's a regular DVD? Because I think they did, like, a side-by-side comparison. Like, it was one of those things where they were trying to push the HD DVDs. I'll never forget that, because we were just like, wait, how can you showcase it's better when you're just using a regular... Like, that doesn't make any sense. Eternal Feast onto the Tassadar. Oh my god, he gets away with 30-something HP. Swamp Grotto will not be able to get the mech back in time. Falstad is going to be trading. I gotta say, Hazuab's getting bullied in this game right now, but Lauber and friends need to back away. The Dragon Queen from Alexstrasza popped here. Illidan comes in with the Metamorphosis. He wants to finish this up, but I don't know if that's the right call from Gia. Does have the jump to an ally. Now, Lauber might have been baited by Gia jumping into this final strike from the Kira comes through. Bad Benny trying to back away. The electric fence getting in the way of a little bit here. Alexstrasza constantly throwing out flame buffets as the objective phase still being contested. Falstad flies into the objective area and gets revenge on Illidan from earlier. Kira with evolving sweep. Hazuab's barrel rolls into a better position to allow the allies to jump onto Lauber here, as we have two fights breaking out. We have Skoog on the right of our screen and Lauber on the bottom left. This is going to be a double kill, and this is what I was adding earlier.
Stop! Stop! He's already dead.
Oh, there we go. Let's crank that volume ever so slightly more as the objective phase does go over to the side of the Circus Clowns. Hazuabs clears this out. We'll get a little bit of value in the mid lane. Meanwhile, in top lane, Illidan does jump onto Yasuo here, trying to find some sustained damage. Hook on to Gia. Gorge not even picked at level 10. It's a Putrid Bile. We will see the under pressure for oh wow, I thought Hazuabs would save the fort here, but I guess that's not the case. That's okay though. One fort has fallen on either side, and we will see level 16s first to the side of Washed Up. Eternal Feast, that's a dead Skoog. Lurking Arm from Stukov is created, but it doesn't find any sort of value that they want. Alright, little hammerings out here and there, and I do think that's kind of the end of this mid lane engagement. Tassadar the one to go down. Bad Benny. Oh no, the Lurking Arm. Let's see, Falstad 45 stacks. We do have the... is it Pulverize? Yes, Pulverize. At level 16 for Stitches. Alexstrasza gets her Dragon Queen at level 16 as well. Dragon Queen duration and basic attack healing. Where's our next Punisher? It's going to be top lane Frozen Punisher. That's a nice, strong Punisher to maybe push on to keep for the game if Washed Up can win it. Illidan jumps onto Hans here, who gets the Shadow Waltz to back away. Falstad with the hammering out, but Illidan will use the Metamorphosis to dive away. Lauber is avoiding the Eternal Feast as well. Black Hole from the Tassadar pushes Arthas into the Lurking Arm, but Kira finds the kill. Putrid Bile all around this battleground as Gia gets the dash to an ally. It is 11-6 in kills, but man, oh man, does this game feel really, really close. It's about a 4K difference, a little less than 4K difference in the experience from just heroic kills. And where are we seeing the massive difference? A little bit in minions, of course in heroes. It's mostly, and structures as well, okay. Nice friendly hook at max range onto Hans, saves the Orphea, and Lauber would be the one to go down. Gia trying to jump onto Hans here, the massive shove from Stukov. Gia low, and it's actually Hans who is put down to 0. Hook onto Tassadar, electric fence is there. Yasuo trying to back away. Dragon, Alexstrasza, does she have a Dragon Queen form? I don't think she wants to even pop it here. Illidan still pressuring. This has got to be really frustrating for Yasuo. Doesn't want to die to any burst ability of Tassadar because he does also have the Thermal Lance, which is a huge pickup. Massive shove onto Bad Benny to deny any of the healing. Another spray of Team Liquid as the Black Hole comes out. Arthas misses the Howling Blast, Lurking Arm from the Stukov, a little bit of slow here and there. Skog might be the target in this engagement. Yes, hammering from Falstad, armor reduction, spell armor reduction, and a kill onto the Tassadar. Orphea about to respawn here in 6 seconds, and this will be the top lane Frozen Punisher up in 16. Illidan pressuring once again onto Yasuo. Just below, though, that's going to be a Howling Blast onto Gia. Pops the Metamorphosis to cleanse out. We do have the camp being picked up by Hazuabs, who gets the Gust out as well. Gia jumping back onto Yasuo. We have Akira with a revolving sweep onto the Arthas on the north side of our screen. Gia getting low. Lifebinder from the Alexstrasza will be utilized as well. Gia takes a hit from... Oh my god, Alexstrasza gets one auto, and that's actually what kills the Illidan. And another kill into Lauber here. Putrid Bile from Bad Benny. The spray from Death Knight, and I do think... Oh, they let him go. Okay. Diva with Mecha Explosion, but she won't deny the fort falling here. Svampgrada killed before the Mecha Explosion even happens, and Hazuabs goes and does Hazuab's thing. He'll go ahead and split from the team, start working on the objective. Will the allies push bottom? No. Copen's going to hearth back. They'll probably clear out mid lane. They'll maybe grab a camp for the top as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we see these 2 Impaler camps grabbed. And that should be 20 talents here by the time Hazuabs finishes out the objective phase. Could be James Bond's invisible car from Die Another Day. How dare you insult Pierce Brosnan? With his studded tires and invisibility that allows him to go up a wall. How dare you get angry at fiction? I have no idea what you guys are talking about. It's whatever. I like Die Another Day. Or is it Tomorrow Never Dies? No, it's Die Another Day. I still, to this day, I still hold GoldenEye. GoldenEye is like my favorite Bond movie, period. Future Bile from the Stitches. This is going to be a huge black hole from the Tassadar to push back the enemy, but the Lifebinder at level 20 does have the triple proc as well. I forget the specific name. Falstad flies in with, he's actually got the flight enhancement at level 20. He's got the epic mount. You could tell because of just the flight speed from the top lane area. Top lane also does have the Punisher, does have the Fallen Shaman. Diva's going to go down. That's going to be a chase onto Skog here from Hazuabs. He doesn't have a whole lot of mana, but he wants these autos. He wants this kill, and he wants to set an example. He wants to establish dominance here, and I think Hazuabs probably has flight up and available. Yes, he does. He's going to fly in, join the team over in the top lane area, and this will be Metamorphosis from the Illidan. He's trying to back away. Gia will be chased by the Punisher, but no. Will the Punisher go to mid lane keep? Wow, the Punisher does go to mid lane keep. Gia.
Team kill!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, with a friendly hook into the root from the core, Bad Benny and friends will take this series in a 3-0. GG, well played. A dominant series from the members of Washed Up as they made their way back into the grand finals up against, well, you'll find out. I think Moonraker's is a close second for me. I'm trying to think of like what's the other Bond movie I like to go for. Moonraker's definitely up there for me. Definitely enjoy that. God, I have not watched. I want to say for some reason Thunderball comes to mind. I don't know why, but like that's one of the James Bond movies I feel like I have not seen a ton of, but I do remember being good. Which one is the one with the golden gun? You mean the man with the golden gun?